How good are they?
Well, they're very good. And LeBron James being back, dropping 25 certainly doesn't hurt. Austin Reeves dropping 31 certainly doesn't hurt. Luka Doncic had 24 points in the first quarter. I mean, had 30 at halftime with 6 assists. The brother's looking spectacular and a clear, one of the top candidates for league MVP honors if he continues to look the way that he has looked. The Clippers are another story, highly disappointing this season. But LeBron James being back, Austin Reeves and him doing what they're doing, and Luka Doncic just looking the way that he's looking, which is nothing short of spectacular, has you looking at the Lakers a little bit differently right now. Of course, Oklahoma City is still a team to beat. They're the reigning defending champions. They're like 17 or 18-1. Denver's right there. They've retooled. They've gotten a bit younger, and they still have Jokic. And Jokic has been the Lakers' kryptonite for years, but that was before Luka Doncic got there. But the way Luka is looking, it just is something special to behold. Make no mistake about it. And the Lakers are doing their thing right now. They could be in the mix. It would not surprise me at all if the Lakers win the conference finals.
Yeah, and you look at them beating the Clippers last night. Clippers did have Kawhi on the floor. Now, they're old and they're banged up, but this was no slouch Clippers team that wasn't at full strength. Now, I know they don't have Brad Beal out there and whatnot, but Kawhi was on the floor for this game last night.
Trudell and, of course, Geeter handling things downtown. Lakers make it 5 in a row. They beat the Clippers by 17, 135-118, guys. Biggest note, obviously, as they just discussed on the broadcast, they're undefeated in group play, which means they advance to the knockout round next week. Stay undefeated in West Group B. Look, big game. Lakers, Clippers. Speaks for itself. You got the ejection at the end with just over 3 to play. We'll look at that from Chris Dunn. You add the cup intensity to it, as we all know. You talked about it downtown with Peter. Role players, they've impressed you. They did their job tonight. Of course, the big three, they led their way. 99 of the Lakers, 135 points combined between the three of them. A good, solid win for the Lakers.
Yeah. Band of brothers, man. They're hanging in there together, doing it collectively. But what a start, though, by Luka, man. I mean, he lit the whole arena on fire with those threes. The Clippers, you remember all those years, how they used to dominate us for 4 or 5 years? We'd be sitting here like, they used to kick our butt. But, I think now we have a team that can play and can match and defend. And I just thought the role players, as you mentioned, Smart coming down, hitting some big shots, bringing his presence. Hayes stepping in for Ayton with his energy, his rebounding. I just thought collectively, and then LeBron coming in, just kind of seeing what's needed and getting the job done. Of course, we talk about Austin Reeves all the time, but I just think collectively they answered the bell when the Clippers made their charge, and they took care of business in the third and fourth quarter, and here we are talking about the victory.
Yeah, the big three was big three tonight, the new generation would say. They played really well. I think they shot from 3 very well. That was something they had been struggling in the past few games for sure, and during the season. That was their weakness. And if you got guys like Marcus Smart knocking down threes, but also Bron pulling up from 3 in transition, Luka 5 for 5 to start the game. Austin looked like he had a quiet night. Then that fourth quarter, that second half, he exploded. He got a little angry because they didn't call that goaltend. Different guys exploded different moments that gave them a boost. But ultimately, they got the transition. Bron looking more like himself. They got out and running, and they got uncontested shots because of the high IQ play from those 3 guys.
We'll talk about Austin in a minute because you did have your eye on him all night long. He had 2 points in the first quarter. He went 29 over the final 3 quarters.
I was a little disappointed in my shot, my hot shot pick for a second. I wasn't feeling comfortable. And I was like, he's going to have a bad number and still end up with like 20, 25. He ended up with 31, which was very impressive.
You also said Luka would have 37. He had 43.
I did. I was 6
We should have you in more often because it all ended on the positive side.
We've been undefeated since I've been in here.
Danny the Greek. He's predicting everything.
We do start with Luka because big game, you mentioned it. You said the crowd just seems to arrive a little bit more early, and he has something to do with it. His 24 points in the first quarter alone was the most points in a quarter by a Laker since Kobe in 07. Just his ability to get off on the right foot. 43, 13, and 9. He was a rebound shy of a triple-double. But big game, he had shot. We talked about it. 5 of 22 over the last couple of games from 3 tonight, 7 of 12.
Yeah, we were doing our pregame show, and Luka was out there, messing around, shooting threes, and I was like, what's going on? I was like, who walked in? And it was Luka out there. People were just, they're coming early to see him warm up.
You sure it wasn't the Serbian music?
I thought I heard the accordion going through a couple times, but he was fired up, but he's an entertainer, and he's just unguardable. But you don't know what he's going to do. You don't want to foul him. You don't want to get up too close. You don't want to back up. It's just he freezes you, and then he knocks down these threes where he's hitting them. He missed a few. He made his few in the beginning of the game, but I just think this weapon, the ability to have this. I mean, Danny Green used to knock him down like that too.
Yeah,
but
not as good. When you shoot it from three like that, you know it's going to be a long night. And we talked about it before the game. His averages against the Clippers, 35, 9, and 9. He somehow, for some reason, comes alive. And against these are great defenders. The Kawhi Leonard ain't no slouch. Chris Dunn ain't no slouch. These guys, Nick Batum aren't no, but they don't want to foul him. And when he's got his three going, again, like Big Game said, he's unstoppable. And tonight he just came out on a heater. And it made the game, the basket big for him and the game looser for everybody else.
You saw right there, third most in NBA history of 35 and at least 10 dimes. It's his fifth 40-point game on the season, but that wasn't all Luka brought to the table tonight. A little feistiness. We talked about the Chris Dunn ejection in case you're just joining us and you missed it.
Extra plates to the Thanksgiving table.
Right, a little spicy, but nonetheless, this is what you like from Luka, just from a competitive standpoint. With over 3 minutes to play, he takes that shove there from Chris Dunn. He wasn't just going to stay down, Big Game.
Nah, Luka is not an instigator, but when you're trying to defend him and he's just continuously busting your ass,
it frustrates defenders.
It pisses you off to the point where you just want to do something to him. So a frustration, and then he's always got that little smile. He knows he's kicking your butt, but he's not an instigator. So it just it makes you. You want him to do something, but he won't, and then you just lose it, and that's what happened. Luke's in the game, other guys out.
He pretty much antagonizes guys with his play. He's getting under your skin because he's, all game Chris Dunn is playing his best defense, but he's getting him in foul trouble, knocking down shots, knocking down threes, getting rebounds, 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. And then, he's complaining that he's flopping all the time, but that was not a clean box-out play. But I like what Jackson Hayes did. He stepped up for his teammate, covered for him, protected him, let him know, you're not by yourself. So that was a good moment for them collectively to show, we're not no chumps, we're not soft, you're not going to come in here and just punk us.
We love when this happens. It's like our Thanksgiving treat. Normally we're waiting on Luka, which we will all day, every day, but instead, he's speaking with the media.
West Group B with a win tonight and work towards another title in Cup play. As we say hello to our senior writer, Dave McMenamin. Dave, let's talk about who's in and who's out for this game tonight against the Los Angeles Clippers. We know that DeAndre Ayton has been dealing with that knee issue. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, Malika, we're still waiting on a timeline to get more clarity when it comes to Ayton's knee issue. He left the game on Sunday in Utah with that knee issue at halftime, didn't return, is not going to play tonight. We don't know if he'll be available Friday against the Dallas Mavericks. And in the meantime, we're going to see Jackson Hayes most likely in the starting lineup. He was a recipient of 35 starts a season ago, so he has some experience there. And when we spoke to him this morning, Ivica Zubac was on his mind. Big Zoo has had 18 rebounds or more in 2 out of the last 3 games for the Clippers and is averaging about 4 offensive rebounds a game. Jackson said it's going to be his job to get him off the glass, come and play with energy, and recognize that while Ayton has been very good for the Lakers this year, he has a different skill set than Ayton does. He's a lob threat, and we know how much Luka Doncic loves throwing those lobs.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of that connection here early in the Los Angeles Lakers season. Dave, thank you so very much. Enjoy tonight's game. We mentioned that the Lakers, they can clinch their group with a win tonight. Here's a look at some of the other clinching scenarios for the teams in action here. The Clippers, they would clinch Group B with a win at the Lakers tonight and a Grizzlies loss as well to the Pelicans tomorrow. Philly would be eliminated with a loss to the Magic or a Hawks win at the Wizards tonight. And the Wizards, they would be eliminated with a loss. So a lot riding on these 2 days of Cup play here. But we had a big announcement this weekend from one of the game's best, Chris Paul. He said that year 21, it is going to be his last. He's retiring at the end of the season. Of course, we got to sit with him on NBA Countdown. He's phenomenal there as well. But his 21 seasons are tied for the 3rd most in NBA history.